Luxury EVs are entering an interesting phase. The early wave focused on proving what electric technology could do: acceleration, range, digital interfaces, dramatic design. But as the segment matures, a quieter tension has emerged. Buyers in the luxury EV space increasingly find themselves choosing between two very different experiences: vehicles that prioritize bold styling and digital theater, and those that simply function well as everyday transportation. The 2026 Genesis GV60 exists right in the middle of that tension. Because for many luxury EV buyers today, the real question isn't how advanced a vehicle feels. It's whether that advancement actually improves daily ownership or just adds complexity. And that's exactly the balance Genesis appears to be trying to strike here. Step back for a moment and look at where this segment sits today. Compact luxury electric crossovers have become a crowded field. You have highly design-driven entries that emphasize visual identity and futuristic cabins. You have technology-heavy vehicles where the interface itself becomes the centerpiece. And then you have the more traditional luxury brands trying to transition their existing customer base into electric ownership without overwhelming them. Genesis sits in an interesting position between those camps. The GV60 shares its underlying electric platform with some well-regarded EVs in the market, but Genesis approached the product from a different angle. Instead of pushing extremes, extreme performance, extreme tech, or extreme minimalism, the brand focused on creating a vehicle that feels resolved. Design is the first signal of that philosophy. The GV60 is clearly modern, but it avoids the visual aggression that many EVs rely on to announce themselves. Its proportions are compact yet balanced, and the styling leans toward elegance rather than experimentation. For buyers stepping into their first luxury EV, that restraint matters. It signals that this is still a premium vehicle first and an electric one second. Inside, the same logic continues. Genesis includes advanced technology, but it's rarely presented as a novelty. Interfaces remain relatively intuitive. Physical controls still exist where they make sense. The overall layout prioritizes comfort and usability rather than forcing drivers to relearn how to operate a car. And that's an important distinction in today's EV market, because many vehicles in this segment treat technology as the product itself. The GV60 treats technology as infrastructure. Small pause here, because this is where the ownership experience starts to matter. When people buy luxury EVs today, they're often thinking beyond the first year. Charging habits, software stability, interior durability, and resale confidence start to influence decisions in a way they didn't a few years ago. Genesis seems aware of that shift. The GV60's driving experience, for example, focuses more on smoothness and composure than raw spectacle. The electric power delivery is strong, but it's calibrated in a way that feels controlled rather than theatrical. Ride quality leans toward comfort, which aligns with how most owners will actually use a compact luxury crossover: commuting, errands, occasional longer drives, not drag races. And from a long-term ownership perspective, Genesis as a brand is still building its reputation in the EV space. But it brings something valuable to the conversation: a focus on warranty coverage, customer service, and product reliability that has helped the brand earn trust fairly quickly in traditional luxury segments. That matters when buyers are evaluating 5 to 10-year ownership horizons. Now here's the perspective shift. In many ways, the GV60 isn't trying to redefine the luxury EV category. It's trying to normalize it. For buyers who want their electric vehicle to feel like a natural extension of a premium lifestyle rather than a technology experiment, the GV60 offers a reassuring middle ground. It has distinctive design, but it doesn't chase attention. It offers advanced tech, but it rarely asks the driver to adapt to it. And that brings us back to the tension we started with. Luxury EV buyers often feel like they must choose between style and functionality. between vehicles that impress visually and those that simply work well every day. The Genesis GV60 quietly suggests that this may be a false choice, because when design discipline, thoughtful technology, and everyday usability are aligned properly, a luxury EV doesn't have to force that trade-off at all.